If you're still saying very good, very bad, very tired, then babe, listen, your English stopped growing when you were in class 6. And today we are upgrading because we are going to learn how to speak smart English. Hi everyone, I am Sanjna and today is day 10 of Improve Your English in 30 Days Challenge. And today we are going to learn 50 alternatives that will help your vocabulary sound sharper, smarter, and honestly more confident. You just need to listen to the words, learn their meanings, and then repeat after me. So in section 1, we are going to replace very this, very that with better adjectives. So the first one in the list is very good. Very good can be replaced with excellent. Excellent. It's excellent that you've decided to upgrade your vocabulary. Very bad. Terrible. Terrible. Very tired. Exhausted. Repeat after me. Exhausted. I was exhausted after a heavy leg day. That means I was extremely tired after hitting the gym. Well, I did not really hit the gym. Very happy. Ecstatic. Very happy is ecstatic. Ecstatic. Ecstatic means that you're extremely, incredibly happy. And right now, I can say that I'm ecstatic that you're watching this video. Very scared. Terrified. Terrified. Very cold. Freezing. Freezing. So when you want to say that the temperature is dropping down extremely and you are feeling extremely cold, then you can say I'm freezing. Right now in majority of cities of India, the temperature is literally freezing. Very hot. Scorching. Scorching. Scorching is one of my favorite words. Scorching. It sounds so fancy, right? Very fast. Rapid. Rapid. It's going to be a rapid success if you watch this video till the end. Very slow. Sluggish. Sluggish. Very angry. Furious. Furious. Please keep on repeating every single word after me, okay? Then comes a very nice word that's very beautiful. So instead of saying very beautiful, you can say gorgeous. Gorgeous. If you know some other ways of saying gorgeous, you can leave it in the comment section below and you can give me compliments as well. I don't mind that. Very small, tiny, tiny. Very big, massive, massive. Very funny, hilarious, hilarious. Very boring, dull, dull. Learning English doesn't need to be dull when you're learning it with the right person like me. It's excellent that you've reached till this section because now we're going to move to the part 2 of the video in which we're going to replace some, everyday phrases with some smart phrases that you can use in your day-to-day life. The first one is not sure. So instead of saying not sure, you can say I'm uncertain. I'm uncertain. I don't know. I'm not aware. I'm not aware. I'm busy. I'm swamped. I'm swamped. This word is going to make you sound extremely elite because this is a word which only C2 level speakers use. So use this word the next time you want to say I'm busy, I'm swamped. And never ever in your life say that I'm free. If you want to say that you have time, then you can say I'm available. I'm available. Please don't say that I'm free to come with you anywhere you want. Always use a better alternative. That'll be I'm available. And when you need to say that I'm coming, just say I'm on my way. I'm on my way. And instead of saying wait, please say hold on, hold on. And if you want to say I'll try using I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. And also please try to follow the speed at which I'm speaking. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. Then instead of saying it's easy, say it's effortless. It's effortless. And then when you want to say someone that I understand, just say makes sense. So like if I am trying to explain something to you and you think that you have understood it, then you can say that you really make sense. And then when there's somebody who's getting hyper and you want to say calm down, just say take it easy. Take it easy. There's a song also of Karan Aujla, Take It Easy. So with that, you can remember this word, take it easy. Take it easy. Then to say you're right, you can say fair point. Fair point. That means your point is fair, so it's right enough. So instead of saying you're right, you can say fair point. Then to say I agree, you can say absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's important to learn some good English words. Do you agree? And then you can reply absolutely. And when you want to say I'm hungry, please say I'm starving. I'm starving. Starving. I'm starving. And when you want to say that I'm bored, please say I'm uninterested. I'm uninterested. I like it can be replaced with I'm fond of it. I'm fond of it. I'm fond of watching Friends on Netflix. I love it can be replaced with I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with learning new English words on daily basis. And when you want to say let me think, use a better phrase that is let me reflect. Let me reflect. And if you want to sound more fancy, instead of saying let me reflect, just say let me reflect. Let me reflect. I'll see can be replaced with I'll look into it. I'll look into it. And when you want to say someone do it fast, just simply say make it quick. Like when you're placing an order and you are like hurrying, then you can tell the person please make it quick. And please never ever say that it's difficult. Always say it's challenging. So you can say that learning English is sometimes challenging. It's challenging. And now we are finally moving to the part 3 of the video, in which you're going to learn some phrases which will help you sound more professional. Because at times we are in such circumstances that the English that we use doesn't have to be informal, rather it needs to be professional. So let's see such 10 phrases. Number 1 is can you explain? So instead of saying can you explain, you will say could you please clarify? Could you please clarify? That means you're asking for more details, and in formal situations can is always going to be replaced by could. Could. Can will change into could. Could you please clarify? Could you please clarify? Tell me again will become could you please repeat it? Could you please repeat it? And when somebody in your office gives you an idea that you don't really like, then please don't say I don't like it. That sounds very, rude as well. Rather say your idea doesn't appeal to me. It doesn't appeal to me. Okay. And when you want to say that I forgot, say it slipped my mind. I'm sorry, but it slipped my mind. And sometimes it happens that the other person is saying something and your mind just wanders somewhere, and you want to say that I didn't hear it. That means you skipped listening to it. Then you can say, sorry, I missed that. Sorry, I missed that. And when you want to say I'm leaving, please say I'm heading out. I'm heading out. I'm heading out for a cup of coffee. I'm heading out for a tea break. The better way to say let's meet is to say let's catch up. Let's catch up. Please keep in mind it's not ketchup, the sauce that you eat, the ketchup. It's not ketchup. It's let's catch up. Catch. Let's catch up. And sometimes, there are people who like to approach you when you are walking in a mall or in a cafe, and somebody wants to say you call me. Then the better way of saying is give me a ring. Give me a ring. And when you say give me a ring, it doesn't really mean the ring for the fingers. It means give me a ring, the phone call ring. Okay, give me a ring. And when you want to say I'm confused, you can say I'm a little lost. I'm a little lost. And you say how instead of saying little in the second time, I said lil. So when you are sounding more fluent, your little will be contracted to lil. You can say I'm a little lost. I'm a little lost. And if you want to say someone, I'll message you, you can say I'll text you. I'll text you. And now we have already learned a lot many words which can be upgraded to fancy English. But I want you all to understand this very carefully and sincerely, that English is not about sounding fancy. Speaking English should more be about sounding and being more confident. I know it's not easy at the beginning. I also started like each one of you, hesitant to use new words, sometimes fumbling, and then also being confused if I'm pronouncing the word in the correct way or not. But slowly and steadily, we all reach the place where we want to. So please don't be scared of making mistakes, because at the end of the time, your mistakes won't matter if your effort exists and you end up reaching to your goals. And you'll reach your goals only when you put in the effort, and when you are at the phase where you're just trying, you're bound to make mistakes, and your mistakes are what make you and your learning and your journey beautiful. So please keep learning, please keep speaking in English, and please keep on trying without being scared what others are gonna think. And if you like this video, then please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye bye.